Okay, so we're here to introduce the idea of bringing an esports team to Dordt University. So a little bit about who we are and what we would be. Our mission statement is bringing the light of Christ into the wide world of video games. We would be a Christ-centered and bring this aspect to the world of video games. And what we would do is just compete with other schools in different tournaments and have different teams um, playing games in these competitions. And what we would offer is we would offer several scholarship opportunities to draw new students in, to offer a little bit more financial aid to the incoming freshmen, but also current students. We would provide all our players with their own equipment, so they wouldn't have to bring any of theirs in. They would compete in GPAC tournaments, but also a couple national tournaments, and there would be one trip every year to play in a bigger national tournament.
So, a little bit about how we'll advertise. We're gonna be on like the big social media platforms, so Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. YouTube is where we'll post a lot of like our game clips and highlights and stuff like that, so that potential recruits and stuff can see the type of stuff that we do. And then also all of our games and tournaments and matches will be broadcasted live on Twitch, so that people can spectate and watch us play. And then here's a little bit of like what our advertising looks like, what one example of our video advertising looks like. So yeah, that's just a quick look at like our advertising. And then as mentioned in the video, the teams for our first two seasons will be, or our first season, sorry, will be Call of Duty and Rocket League, because those are two of the biggest esports out right now. Those get a lot of viewership numbers, and there's a lot of people who play those games, so we'll be able to get a good pool of recruits. And then if the program takes off, we might be able to add more games like League of Legends, which is more of like an international game, so we could have more of an international draw for both potential students and potential recruits and viewers as well.
Why you should choose Dordt for esports? First off, as Ethan talked about a little bit earlier, there's scholarship incentives for any high school athletes or non-athletes that also play esports. You get to be a part of a team again and build some camaraderie. And coming to Dordt also involves a Christian approach to esports, which we feel like is probably not given by most other schools. And then finally, there's also some other GPAC teams that also have started their esports teams, and you'd be able to compete against them in our own conference.
And so the next steps, we will be looking at, how to fund this team and how to get this sort of off the ground. Obviously, Dordt's huge donor base would be a big way to help support this. And through our advertising and continuing to grow the Dordt experience to a new demographic of students, we feel like this would be a really good opportunity to kind of expand Dordt's outreach to different demographics of students, as well as potentially more international students and things like that, because esports is really becoming a global thing. So we're going to be located on the Dordt University website under athletics. We'll have our own tab under there. A lot of our different advertising things will also be put in there. So that would be a good way for Dordt Esports' name and word to get out there and spread. And there will also be an extension of recruiting similar to the recruit form that's already on Dordt's athletic page, but it will just be another extension of that into the esports. So it'd be a good way to help expand to not only, Dordt alumni and prospective students, but also get the advertisement out there to current students about what's going on within Dordt Esports.